Hello everybody. Hi. Today I'm going to talk to you about the European culture and the school life in European countries. So first, here you can see the European flag. So to start, I want to start with the European continent, and I want you to ask yourself a question about Europe. What is it for you? Is it a continent, a geographical era? And as you can see, there are a lot of different countries in Europe. Do you know some of them? England, yeah. United States, I'm not sure. It's a bit further in the west. France, of course. Italy. Yeah. And Germany, very good. So we can see that there are a lot of very different countries on a quite big scale and quite big geographical era. So we could think that Europe doesn't have any unity. It's just different countries altogether. But we are going to see that these countries have some common culture, and I will teach you a little bit about this common culture that is European culture. So first I want to ask you if you can recognize some flags from European countries. So let's start with some northern and western European countries. So first, this flag.
France.
It's French flag, right. And can you show me where is France on the map?
France maybe on the west north.
Exactly. It's on the western and northern part of Europe, so here, the yellow country. Then, this flag.
Germany's
Yeah, it's Germany's flag. And Germany is a bit more, on the eastern side of Europe. It's this country here in red. Here, and now this flag, which is a bit less famous and less well known. It's Sweden, not Switzerland, but Sweden's flag. And Sweden is a country that is at the very north of Europe. So these countries have shown you the flag. There are some northern and western countries where the weather is quite cold and colder than than the southern countries of Europe. Yeah. So some more flags. Can you tell me which countries is this flag? And it looks like another flag we saw just before. It's Belgium's flag. So Belgium is also a northern European country, and it's located just above France, here. The blue small country. And finally this flag. Do you know which country it is? Yeah, it's not England, actually, it's the United Kingdom. So United Kingdom is made of England, Scotland, and the Northern Ireland. And all of these green made up the United Kingdom. So the United Kingdom is also in the western and northern part of Europe. Now I want to show you some southern European countries. So do you know which country is this flag? No, green, white and red. It's Italy's flag. Italy, can you show me where is Italy?
Italy is in south.
South, yeah. Which color is it on the map?
Green.
The green one. Yeah, and it has the shape of a foot, you see? Like a foot. We would be showing on something like this. Okay, so Italy, and then this one, the red, yellow, red. It's Spain's flag, and Spain is also a southern European country where the weather is much warmer, much hotter than the northern countries. And then the last country is this one. You know which one this one is? So Italy here, Spain is here in orange, and the red one is a country named Portugal. Portugal. And this is its flag. Okay? So Portugal, this one is Spain, and this one? Italy. Okay. They are all southern European countries. Okay? So we have seen that there are a lot of different European countries. Northern one, southern one, cold weather, warm weather. But these different countries, they have some cultural similarities. And we can find them in the food, in the European sports, and also in the European school life, in the way the students in Europe live every day. So I'm going to talk to you about the European school life especially. So I want to take the example of a French school day because I'm from France, so I know this country a bit better. So yeah, a typical French school day. So what do you start with in the day? It's basically by waking up and having your breakfast. So usually French students and European students, they wake up around 7, quite early, and their school day starts at 8 a.m. Okay? And they usually have quite big school day, so the school starts at 8, ends at midday and noon, then 1 or 2 hours for lunch, and then again school from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. in the afternoon. So this is the elementary French school day. And for breakfast, what do French students and French people eat? Well, I think you know it because it's quite famous. They eat the baguette, the French bread, and also what do they drink? You know what this is? Coffee, of course, and the French croissant that is also quite famous, and sometimes with marmalade, fruit marmalade also. So this is a typical French breakfast, but we can also see another European breakfast that is the English breakfast, and that is a more salty breakfast with eggs, beans, and sausages. So you can see that there are some differences in the breakfast. A European, an English student will have more this breakfast, a French student a French breakfast. But we can also see some different European meals. For instance, a very famous French food is of course the cheese. And French people enjoy eating cheese a lot. And we know that there are a lot of French cheese, as you can see. People often say that there is one cheese for each part of France, as you can see here. So there are a lot of regions and cities in France, and one of them has a cheese. And so I want to introduce you to one special meal that is called la raclette. Raclette. Yeah. And it is you need some potatoes and some cheese, and you have a sort of grill where you can put the cheese on some small pan, and you make the cheese melt. And when the cheese is melted, you put it on the potatoes. So basically you eat melted cheese, and it's very delicious. I don't know if you already tried it, but if you come to France one time, you can definitely try it. And it's a cheese that comes from this region where there are mountains and enough coast to produce a lot of milk. So raclette, it means the fact of putting the cheese down of the pan, and it's the verb that means putting the cheese of the pan. So yeah, that was for the French meal, but we can also have some English meal. Do you know the fish and chips? Yeah? So it's fish with French fries and often some peas because English people like to eat peas. And another very famous English meal is the tea with scones. You know what scones are? Scones, it's basically some small cakes made of little bread, butter bread, with some cream and some strawberry marmalade on it. Yeah, it's also very good, but it's more for some 5 p.m. Meal. So you know, after lunch and before dinner. It's a small break. Okay, so this was for the European food, but I'm also going to talk a little bit to you about the European students' hobbies and their activities, what they like to do. So the European student and the French student, they watch and love football, of course. It's a very popular sport in France. But they also watch a lot of tennis. Have you already seen a tennis game?
I have seen it on the TV.
On the TV. They also watch tennis on the TV because there are one big tournament in France that takes place in Paris, and it's called Roland Garros, and a lot of international players come and play. So this is quite a famous event in France. But European students and children also like to do skiing on the mountains, because in France, for instance, you have quite high mountains in the region I showed you just before. Right here, the Alps, and you can do skiing in winter. And people from Italy that is just there, they also come skiing in the Alps. So do you do some skiing in Taiwan?
No.
No?
It's only here.
Yeah, it's maybe not cold enough. And to finish with the presentation of the European culture, I want you to listen to a traditional French song, sing to children. And it's just for you to hear a little bit of French. And it's about people on some boats that are traveling, and they are starting to miss food and to be a little bit worried, but the song is for children, so it's quite good. You will have the lyrics on the video. So, and the title of the song is Il était un petit navire. It means once upon a time there was a small ship, a small boat. Okay?
Il était un petit navire, il était un petit navire qui n'avait jamais navigué, qui n'avait jamais navigué. Ohé, ohé. Il partit pour un long voyage, il partit pour un long voyage sur la mer Méditerranée, sur la mer Méditerranée. Ohé, ohé.
So it was just for you to hear a little bit French. Navire means boats. Boat. Il était, it means it was, once upon a time. Un petit is a small boat. Un petit navire. Un petit navire means a small boat. And then the song, the refrain is qui n'avait jamais navigué, ohé, ohé. It means who had never sailed in his life. And so it's a small boat that is going to the sea for the first time and has never sailed, and it happens some bad stuff to him. So it's a cute song for children, but it's just for you to hear some French. What about your school day and the Taiwanese school system and school life? So I want you to form groups of 3 or 4 people and try to answer this question for yourself, but you can also talk with the other and ask the other what they prefer. So when do you have class in the week? What time do you get up? What do you eat for breakfast? And what are the subjects you like the most? The one you hate, you don't like? And what do you like to do after school? Which sport, which hobbies? So I want you to answer to this question, each one in each group. And at the end, I will ask someone to come and say what he likes to do in Taiwan and what he usually do in Taiwan. And I have another question also for you. It's to ask you, what if you were an European student? Which European country would you choose and why? And what would be your dream timetable? So, if you could choose, when would you like to have class? Don't tell me never, because this is not going to work. And which subject would you like to learn? What would you like to eat, to do after school, to eat during the meals? So this is also something you can do in groups, and I will ask someone to come here and to tell me. So this is the end for today. Thank you for listening, and goodbye.